Milwaukee now has another new mural near 14th and Valete, and this one is paying tribute to activists and leaders in our community who have been active with the Black Lives Matter movement. It also includes on that mural Ella Hill, who is also known as El Halo. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Hi, everybody.
Hello. Okay, so this year we have seen the Black Lives Matter movement and pride awareness kind of collide. Why do you think we're seeing this collaboration right now?
Um, I think that where we are with our social unrest, just as a nation, is at a place where we are seeing that in our movement building, that we have to build coalitions and that we can't allow our work to exist in silos any longer for the benefit of community. And it resembles the Stonewall era. It resembles the civil rights movement. Um, People called on each other to be able to lend their voices to each other's movements. And that's been the way that we've gotten things done in this nation's history. And we have to do that again. And we can't allow this to be another generation where we allow any of our issues, from health disparities to safety to police brutality to incarceration to our politics and the different things that affect us by policy, go unchecked. We can't allow that to happen any further.
Well, you're active with several nonprofit organizations. How do they play a role with your current activism right here in our community?
I am family with a wonderful testing and prevention agency called Diverse and Resilient, which houses our support group, Sheba, Sisters Helping Each Other Battle Adversity. And they're always an amazing support in their staff. And as a team, they've been very, very active in mobilizing and in helping with some of the marches that we've had, including the March with Pride. And I think that everyone is just taking in our nonprofit community and structure. I feel like everyone's just taking the opportunity to have their voices heard and to lend whatever kind of assistance they can in solidarity with the people of their staff that are people of color and that are queer and trans people of color.
Can you also expand a little bit more on Sheba?
Yes. So Sheba is a support program for Black trans women like myself. And I've been a member for 5 years. It's been around for 15 years. It was originated by the House of Infinity, which was an organization led by community leaders. Um, and it's been influential in my life. About 3 years ago, I applied for and became a member of our statewide action planning group for HIV and AIDS of Wisconsin. And this current year, I am the first transgender woman to become the co-chair elect of that group. And that's all because of my relationship with Diverse and because it's family.
Right.
We are young women. We are women of different ages and of different backgrounds, and we're all caretakers, mothers, providers, and we face particular dangers and particular issues in health and in public life.
Elle, I
As
have
trans
one.
women.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I have one question I got to get in before we have to break. I want you to, if you could, please explain to people why Black trans lives are so important now and why they're at
Mhm.
risk, so that people can have more empathy to understand where you stand and why you want people to realize that your life matters.
Our lives matter, just period. In any discussion where centering life and centering Black life and Black queer and trans lives is not a conversation that you can be in if it's not capable of centering those things. And we face particular dangers, like I was saying, including sexual assault, harassment, rape, cyber stalking, identity based harassment, theft, robbery, and various modes of different types of assault. And there are transgender women being killed. There are upwards of 11 transgender women that have been killed this year alone. That's already more than two a month. And that's in coordinates with our history with Stonewall and with what happened to Marsha P. Johnson, the mother of the Pride movement, in terms of trans homicides being not investigated and being brought to justice.
I appreciate you bringing that information to us, period.
Thank you.
We appreciate Elle Hill for joining us today. We'll talk with you much later. I appreciate you again.